Hey everybody, it's Thursday and I want to share some information with y'all, but of course y'all probably already know it, that these people do exist. And I just want to share some information with everybody so that y'all know the classifications of these individuals. Some of these people you may already know. You just don't know where they classified at or where they fit in at. So I'm going to give you some information on where they fit in at. If you have not already done so and you have, oh shoot, and you have came in, I would like for you, if you don't mind, is to share my live stream, because maybe, just maybe, some of these women that are in one of these categories or all of these categories, it'll wake them up, touch a nerve or something. I don't know. Maybe. I'll behave tonight. I won't go off. But I do have a message at the end of this broadcast to all deadbeat moms. I do have a message to all deadbeat moms at the end of this broadcast. Guys, I gotta tell y'all something. Just hold on, because I have to put out some information and some things that's going on. Where is Twinkle Cheeks? I don't see her. Twinkle Cheeks. It's hot outside, y'all, and the heat just beats me up to no tomorrow. Like, drains all my energy out of me. Just drains me. Oh. Okay. You know what? I don't know why. I don't even know if y'all can see me or not while I'm doing this. But I'm going to end it right here. Oh, there go for a break. No. Hey. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Hi, Favor, Bright. Bright is watching. Loretta is watching. Thanks, Loretta, for tuning in. Clinton is watching. If you had, I know it's hot outside, and people are they out there enjoying the weather, but for me it's too hot to be out there. Way too hot to be out there. Just, oh man, the deadbeat mom thing really. The deadbeat moms, and these young mothers of things I see them do in the street to their kids, especially the younger generation, these little girls, I will call them, that are having babies at a young age, and their babies raising babies. They do things in public to these little angels that's just inappropriate, and it makes you wonder, is that generation of generation being passed down? Because there's no textbook for how to be a mom, for how to be a mother. So you have these young ladies, I call them babies raising babies, especially if they didn't have any guidance or some type of moral support. And hold on. Hi, Facebook. Let me get this started. Let me move this laptop. This is in the way here. I got too many laptops going on at one time. And I want to get this going. Alright. Hey everybody, I'm Carolyn, host of the Women's Closet TV show. Today is Thursday, June the 6th. And I would like to take the time out to say thank you for everybody that has tuned in and watched. And thank you for anybody that catches this on a replay. And tonight's topic is on deadbeat moms. I was actually looking for someone who requested to, I guess she wanted to go live with me in my live stream. And I thought that she would be in, but she's not here. So here we go. What is a deadbeat mom? A deadbeat mom, and if y'all want to chime in, please feel free to chime in. You could type in your comments or let me know that you want to be in on the live so I can invite you into the live stream. But then you will have to accept it. Once I invite you into the live stream, you have to be able to accept it. Why every time I go live, it looks like I'm shining? I know I get the hot flashes all day, and I'm constantly doing this all day, wiping my face, and it always looks like I'm shining. So, what classifies a deadbeat mom? Is it a mom that pays no child support, doesn't have custody, doesn't keep up with her court appointed visitations that probably is set up through the family court? What's a deadbeat mom? And what about the mothers that I was just describing? The mothers that are embarrassing their babies in public. And this is what I see. It doesn't make her a deadbeat mom. Her little ass is in another freaking category. You have these young mothers out here that, and when I say young, I mean anywhere from the age of 14 and up. Because if she has her period, that means she's capable of getting pregnant. Fact. Then, and some have their period as young as 10, 11. I was 9 when I got mine. So I can't say all the way back to 9 because we're talking like way back when. But I'm talking about these mommies that's like 14 and above, because this is me. I have to believe that if a child is having a child from 14 and below, hopefully there is a mommy, there's a mother, there's a woman, there's a female figure there to guide her, to help her, because she doesn't know any better, because she's still a kid, she's still a baby herself. But the ones that's 14 to give or take 25 and don't know jack shit about how to be a mother, how to raise a child, how to be a nurturing mother, how to be a caring mom. These are the ones I see every freaking day in the street slapping the shit out of their kid. Heifer, if you don't want that kid, give them to somebody that's going to take care of them. If you're going to be doing this to your baby, and for what? What are you hitting the kid for in public? Like literally smacking this kid as though this kid, this baby, this angel is an adult. But this is your baby that you carry, for 9 months, maybe a shorter term if the baby was premature. And because the baby walking too slow, now your ass want to leave the baby behind. Baby way back here, you way the hell up there and not paying attention to what the hell is going on with the baby in the back. What's wrong with y'all mothers? Y'all in a whole different goddamn category. Then I see the mommies that are, this is making me, oh my gosh. Then I see the mommies that take public transportation. Why the hell is you slapping this kid when you getting off the bus? Why is you punching on the kid? What the hell are you doing? Why? This is a baby. And here you is punching on this kid like they are an adult. I got a problem with your little ass too. So those particular mommies is in a whole different category. Whole different category. Now let's get back to the deadbeat moms, because I'm going to give y'all some classifications of deadbeat moms. Now, here are the classifications. You have, this is number 5 on the list. There's something I want to say. I have to go sidebar for a minute because there's something going on my phone that y'all just don't see. And hopefully these individuals is tuned in to this live stream, because I'm about to go the fuck off on your ass. So I'm gonna say this one goddamn time. I put out a Facebook before about you out of country brothers. If you're not living in the United States, your ass is out of country. So this is what I'm going to say to you, because you keep going in on my live stream, and my live folks keep having to see me do this. When y'all see me do this, that's because I'm blocking somebody from being in my live stream, because they keep calling me. And what the fuck up with Facebook Messenger and this call shit? Don't freaking call me, period. You don't have permission to call me. Don't do that. If I'm not responding, that means, yes, thank you, Edward, they're angry at themselves. But let me finish with the sidebar. Brothers that are not in the United States, you are from Ghana, you are from some part of Africa, Nigeria, you are from Sri Lanka. Please do me a favor. Stop feeling as though you have the right to call me on Facebook Messenger because your ass want to chat with me. I don't want to chat. You do better off just talking to me by texting me. Don't call me, because I told y'all I was busy. I'm working. If I'm not physically teaching at my job, that means I'm doing my live stream in my business, or I'm serving up clients. That means I don't have no time to be talking to you for a general conversation about nothing. Once again, I'm not interested in acquiring a husband to get the fuck in the United States. I'm not taking care of no goddamn man, and I'm not sending y'all no money. So stop with the goddamn phone calls. It's not happening. And I'm not, for you young brothers over in Africa that's 20 years old, 25, I'm not in no, and I mean this, I'm not in no patience to be a mother to somebody other than my own kids that I raised. And mine are fucking grown. So stop. Now, getting back to the topic of the night. Hi, Rasheen. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Robin, for tuning in. Now, here are the classifications of deadbeat moms. This particular one, this deadbeat mom is number 5 on the deadbeat mom category list. This is the paycheck to welfare mom. We talking about deadbeat moms. I done came out of my my little sidebar. This is the paycheck to welfare mom. This is the mom who may have more than one child, and this is what happens. She will leave the older children to watch, feed, bathe, and care and nurture the younger children. The older siblings is the parent-like person for the younger siblings. In the meantime, with this paycheck to welfare, and we're talking, remember this, everybody, we're talking about deadbeat moms. Literally deadbeat moms. I don't mean mothers out there that is doing what they're supposed to do. I mean absolutely 100% deadbeat mom. She don't see her kid. There's a parent, a grandparent, a uncle. No, let's not say uncle, but you do have some good uncles out there. A auntie, some type of female figure out there that is taking care of her kids, or she has lost her kids because of neglect. And I'm gonna talk about some of those things too. There is, for the paycheck to welfare mom, there is a $1,500 child support tax credit that they get. What they do with that money, tax credit, welfare mom, now everybody knows what I'm about to say has some truth to it. And that is this. Mindful women, some women that are on welfare, has that mindset, the more babies I have, the more money I get. That happens to be a heavy statement that I'm making, but it's so freaking true. It is so freaking true. You have women that are on welfare, and their thinking is, hey, the more babies I have, the more money I can get for welfare. I can get food stamps, I can get medical, I can get cash. Those particular mommies be dressed to impress. I don't give a shit where they go. They're going to the welfare office dressed to impress. And when they have their kid with them, the kid is not looking as good as they are. Paycheck to welfare mom. Money not going where it's supposed to go. Paycheck to welfare mom. It is what it is. Now, there's, hey, Fillmore, what's up, badass? How you doing? Can you tag in Twinkle Cheeks? That's all I can remember is Twinkle Cheeks. Can you tag in Twinkle Cheeks? Because I know when I mentioned this topic last week, I believe she wanted to say something about this topic. Hi, Isaiah. How you doing? I'm still looking for the pick, Isaiah. I'm still looking. Number 4 on the category. Thank you for Twinkles. Let me see. All right. I'm going to see if I can do this and not mess it up. Add. Okay. I just sent a Facebook thing to add you in on my live stream in case you had something to say. Okay. I just added her in case she wanted to be in on the live stream and she had something to say about these deadbeat mothers. So, number 4. Stream. Okay, for Twinkles, how you doing?
Good. Okay. Hey, Miss Carolyn, but check it out. It's for Twinkies.
For Twinkles, I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's all
For
good.
Twinkies. All
It's
right.
all good.
So now we on. If at any time you want to add something, just let me know. If you have something to say on these topics, okay?
All right.
Okay. So number 4 on the list is the deadbeat selfish mom.
Get down.
The deadbeat. I'm having a hot flash, y'all. Excuse me. The deadbeat selfish mom is number 4 on the list. This is the deadbeat mom that introduces new boyfriends to her kids. And you know what they say, this is Uncle so-and-so. This is Uncle John. This is Uncle Dave. This is Uncle Reggie. That's how she introduced her kids to the new man in her life. And I do know of some families that are like that. So the selfish mom is this. She has new boyfriends in her life, and the new boyfriend or man friend has more priority than her children or her child. She puts the man first before she puts her child. She spends everything on this man instead of spending it on her child. She makes sure that her man is fed first before her child is fed. She buys and shelters the man before she makes sure her child or children is taken care of. Remember, 5 categories of deadbeat moms, but I had my own category, so I added a number 6, and I'm gonna tell you about that one when I get to the rest of them. Number 3 on the list is the partying mom. The partying mom, she lived the party. You know that old saying, party hardy, I live for Friday, and I started all over again on Monday? That's the partying mom. Her ass is living for the weekend. While she living for the weekend, who's taking care of the kids? Is this a kid that's a latchkey kid? And a latchkey kid is a kid or a child that has no siblings. They let themselves in the house. They let themselves out the house. They feed themselves. They put themselves to bed. That's the latchkey kid. Back in the day, a latchkey kid had the key around their neck up underneath their shirt. So nobody would know that this kid is basically taking care of themselves. Another form of latchkey kid is you have, and I'm going to say this, you have women, and these particular women are called elite women. Why they call elite, I don't freaking know. And only way I could come up with that these women are called the elite women. They're not called deadbeat moms, but their actions lead up to deadbeat mom. And these are women that are classified as corporate, 6-figure, 7-figure earners. They put their career first before their children. Now, what I have to say to these women is this. If you know you are career minded and you know that it's important for you to go after making 6 or 7 figures, that's cool. If that's what you want to do and you want to put your career first, that's fine. Just don't get fucking pregnant. Because once you get pregnant, all that time and energy should be directed towards your new angel, not a nanny. Because the nanny now becomes the mommy figure. And you're the mommy, but this child is looking at your nanny as mommy. That's what I have to say to y'all. Getting back, most under the selfish mom, most babies are home alone. Most children, I know y'all see me hot flashing. Most children are home alone.
Zia does. Zia does.
Okay?
Give it to her.
Partying mom. Here's the thing, the partying mom. Partying mom is she gets drunk all the time or she gets high. Meantime, she got her kids with her while she living it up. Party time. Living it up. Then you have the mothers that drink
Oh, thank
while
you.
they are pregnant.
I already did.
Oh,
How
that's
you
the
doing? How
worst.
you
I
doing?
hate
Thanks
them
for tuning in. What you
bitches.
say?
I said I hate them bitches. That is the worst.
Those are the worst ones. And what she's talking about, you're talking about the ones that are pregnant and they're drinking while they're pregnant, right?
Right.
They do a lot of damage to the babies. And I'm gonna add this: if they're not drinking, they're doing drugs. And this is what happens, ladies. If you are doing any type drugs or you are drinking while you're pregnant, you are risking a high risk of your child coming out MR. In case you don't know what the hell that means, mentally retarded. Then
I
what
mean,
happened?
I'm about
Go
to be like
ahead.
Charlamagne, Miss Carolyn. You're gonna have to excuse me for a minute because I'm about to be like Charlamagne from the Breakfast Club. I don't
Go
like none of
ahead.
these. I don't like none of these bitches you speak of right now. They're not even allowed to be called moms. They bitches. Y'all trifling.
I hear
Now I'm
you.
not saying
I hear you.
I'm not saying like that I'm the perfect mother or nothing like that. Nothing of the sort. Like I was terrified to have my second child because I didn't know I was pregnant and I was definitely drinking and smoking the hella weed. I was terrified.
Okay.
Okay. But for them chicks that just do it on purpose and y'all know y'all pregnant, like that's like an abomination or something. I don't know. It's just wrong. And making your kids take care of themselves is just wrong because they weren't placed here to take care of themselves. And I mean, it's
Right.
really
And they
hard.
didn't ask to be here. You're
Right.
right. Because babies don't ask to be here.
Exactly.
They don't.
And look, you see that guy right there, Joe Williams, says Joe Williams is watching. That's my son's seventh
Uh-huh.
grade teacher. And he
Okay.
compliments me all the time. And my son's in he's going into 11th grade next year. But he compliments me all the time.
Okay.
I'm not perfect by a long shot. I think there's still things I need to do better as a mother. And like I don't feel like you if you don't think that you can ever grow as a parent, like you just stuck where you at, then you shouldn't have been a parent. Like
Right. You
and
shouldn't be out there procreating.
right, exactly. And then y'all want to drink all the time and get high all the time, whatever. Like to each their own. However, when your kids got to suffer for it, then you wrong. And it's like all these like CPS, DCFS, whatever they call it in your area, where it's like the mom will get in trouble for spanking her kids, but it's bitches out here starving their kids, and they still like they still be in the household. And I'm like,
Right.
that's wrong. Like a little boy just recently died in Illinois. Like they took all the other kids but left him, and the parents killed him. And I'm like, what kind of sense do that make? Like when one go, they all
What
go,
was
right?
the logic in leaving that kid instead of taking the kid? When you took them, you should have protected that one.
Exactly.
And that one wasn't protected.
Yeah. But they will come and take your kids if you whoop an ass for disciplinary purposes. It's ridiculous. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, back to these deadbeat bitches. Like any of them, like I
It's
think
okay.
they're just all the worst. Like I'm about to tell you my own personal business. I whooped my son's ass good because he was acting a whole entire fool in school when I first moved up here. They came and took all
But you
four of my
know,
kids, all of them. Like I had to fight tooth and nail to get my kids back. When they was asking me on the record, well, would you do it again? Yes, because if I whoop my kids' ass now, you're happy, you're trigger happy. Cops will shoot them in their face later because they don't have no respect for authority. So yeah, I would
right.
do it again. And guess what? I'm just missing one, and I'm on my way to get him. Like he'll be home in August. Like I did everything they
Okay.
told me to do to get my kids back. But there's chicks out here that all they had to do was not get high, and they could have had their kids back, and their kids still in the system. Like you bitches are ridiculous.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And it's like when do they wake up and realize if this is the kind of lifestyle you want to live, you want to party hardy, you're not done partying, but in the meantime, you still out there fucking, because I'm gonna be honest, you still out there fucking, but in an accident, you end up pregnant. Now you
Again,
got a kid. There's no textbook on how to be a mom. Women learn how to be moms from the elder women that guide us, if there is an elder woman there to guide us, or through trial and error. If you're a first-time mom, okay, that's trial and error. But on your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th kid,
Yeah.
you should have perfected some mommy goddamn skills.
Right.
It is what it is.
Listen.
You should have learned something. But you
I'm
got
a
these
mom.
women out here, yes, that's doing all these things. Now the government has put you into a category. We done went through 4 of those categories. 4.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you about now the category. The next classification is number 2 on the list. Baby father mama drama. If you got some baby daddy drama going on, and because you got issues with your freaking baby daddy and you want to hold your child hostage, and here is a good dad that's trying to be in your kid's life, and here you is talking about, oh, since you ain't gonna give me no money, you can't see your kid. What the fuck is wrong with your ass? It's not too many men that's out there that's willing not to be involved in their kid's life. In today's time, you have more daddies, single parent daddies, and daddies that want to be involved in their kid's life. But because your ass is greedy for some goddamn money, you want to hold the baby hostage and put the baby in the goddamn middle. Wrong, heifer. You're wrong. If daddy wants to be involved in that baby's life and he wants to give that baby quality time, especially if it's a boy. Because women, I'm going to say this, we can nurture our baby boys, but one thing we can't do, we can do it the best way we can. But there's something we cannot do. We cannot teach a baby boy how to be a man. We can teach him everything else. How to cook, how to clean, how to wash his clothes, how to never want a woman to do anything for him, except for maybe give him some pussy, and that's it. But we can't teach him how to be a man. I'm just keeping it real.
It took me a long time
with
to
y'all.
get to that point, Miss Carolyn, but you absolutely right. And it took me until I was like 30 plus to agree with that statement. When my son was coming into himself, like, he telling me stuff like his dad was in and out. You know what I'm saying? So the first time my son had an experience, he just ran the house like, Mom, something white just came out of my penis. I was like, what was you doing? Like, this was the first thing I thought of. What was you doing, bro? Like, you don't know why. So, I mean, but you're absolutely right. There comes a time when my son be having conversations, and I'm like, I can't really answer that because I've never had
It's a lot of things, right? It's a lot of things that we definitely cannot answer, and only that dad, that father figure, that man can answer. We don't know what it feels like when a little boy have his first experience and he got pre-ejaculation coming out of his penis. We don't know what that feels like. Only a man can relate to that. It is.
Little baby, stop.
You ladies that are holding and putting your angels hostage in the middle, and then this other thing that's going on with this number 2 classification of women, baby mama drama. You never want to allow your children see you put your hands on baby daddy or any man, because a man first response is, and I'm gonna say this, ladies, keep your hands to yourself. Because a man's natural response is to respond back. Don't be putting your hands on no man. Keep your hands. I don't give a shit how mad you get. You better keep your hands to yourself. Because here's the thing. You haul off and hit him. His natural response, unless he catch himself, is to knock your fucking block off. Because you done did some sneaky shit. Then you want to call the police. What the fuck? You hit them first.
Ew,
Keep your
don't
hands to
put it
yourself.
back in there, dirtball. I'm sorry.
Keep your hands to yourself. Simple as that. Do not let or get yourself in a position to where your children see you and baby daddy arguing. That argument could blow up to a full-blown fight. Then what? You
And it's
and
just my
baby
mother.
daddy just put your
You
kids
go away.
into an uncomfortable position. And God forbid your dumb ass do it in public. Because you're trying to prove a point. What fucking point is your ass trying to prove? That's not going to make that man do what you want him to do. Whatever it is you want him to do. And please, ladies, if it's all about the dick thing, get that shit up. If they don't want to give you no dick, don't hold your baby hostage because baby daddy don't want to fuck you no more. Nope. Don't do that. Wrong
But
thing
what
to
about-
do.
Hold on though, Miss Carolyn, because dudes be on that type time too. Like you don't want to give them no cooter. Now they ain't got nothing to do with the baby. Like that ain't
And
fair.
you know
either.
what? I'm going to say this. You right, Twinkles. That's wrong too. Daddies, and you're right. Daddies, if she don't want to give up, if she don't want you eating her pussy, and she don't want to give you no pussy,
Go away.
don't be mad and say, you know what? Since I can't get none, I'm not going to give you anything for little JoJo.
Go get a lollipop.
Don't put little JoJo in the fucking middle because you or her want something from each other and neither one of y'all is giving. Leave little JoJo or JJ out of it. They don't have nothing to do with your personal problems because this little baby didn't ask to be here. Don't make the baby suffer because of your little low self-esteem ass. Don't do that. That's wrong. Level up. If you're a parent, level the fuck up. 100%. If you can't level up, give your kid to somebody who wants and they can. And all the ways to give that child a better life. You might be mad with me for saying this, but personally, I don't give a fuck, y'all. It is what it is. And I'm just keeping it 100. Because these classifications of women are out there. Thank you, Ochuko. And I believe you are from Nigeria. Thank you for tuning in. All right, now, the number one classification is there's a combination of women that fits 1 through 3. But my one that I added in was the drug addicted mom. Now, this is what I have to say about the drug addicted mom. I can almost, but not totally, have some feelings for the drug addicted mom. If the drug addicted mom is trying to help herself and she's really trying to get better, meaning that she is in a recovery program, she has helped herself, and she's doing whatever the local governments, the federal government, the state government say that she needs to do to get her kids back, good. Because you're doing everything to get your kids back. But if you're the drug addicted mom, and I'm gonna say this, if you're the drug addicted mom and your ass done been in every fucking treatment center in the goddamn city, and you have family members that have stepped up to the plate and said, I will take care of your children. They raise your children from the time that they are babies into adulthood. When the fuck is your ass going to step up to the plate? Other than you want to bring some more babies into our little world because your ass is still addicted to drugs. You still out there cracking it up.
With no shirt on, girl.
Risking your baby of being slow, of being classified as being MR, of being disabled, functionally or physically. Screw emotionally, because that plays a part. That just come along with the rest of the shit. Addicted mothers, get your shit together.
ASAP.
Get the fuck off the drugs. Get off the goddamn drugs and take care of your business. Start taking care of your kids. You made them. You laid in bed with this man for 5-10 minutes, an hour, however long you feel like your little ass could conquer some damn dick, and you ended up pregnant. Your ass on drugs. Now that you're not high no more, and reality done kicked in. Oh shit, I'm pregnant. And you made a choice, good choice, not to have an abortion. But you made a choice to bring this angel into this world. Your ass still want to do drugs. You's a fucked up mommy out of all of the goddamn categories. Because you purposely doing it. Purposely. You out here doing drugs, not with one baby, not with 2 babies, but you did it with fucking 3 babies. 3. That tells me your ass did it on purpose. Like you just couldn't stop fucking doing drugs for 9 goddamn months so that this little angel could grow up to be a normal child, be born normal without no missing limbs, without no deformities, without no mental retardation, without no physical defects. The hell is wrong with you? Now, you have, Twinkles, you have something you want to say? You want to add to that?
Nope, I agree with you. Well, not really, but only because I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know how they do that or whatever. Why they pregnant? I did a lot of drugs growing up, you know. But as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I would stop. Like, just cold turkey, just stop. Because I feel like intelligence breeds intelligence. I didn't want no dumbass kids. Like,
Right.
I guess I'm just selfish like that. But
No, it's
I
not
don't
big.
know, but
You know what?
addiction it's a disease. Though at the end
It
of the day,
is,
it's
and
a
this is
disease.
it is a disease. What you know? What I do look at it, and it is classified medically as a disease to include alcohol. Alcohol is listed as a disease, but my thing is, ladies, mommies, mothers, females. Once you find out that you are with child, cease all dumb shit. Cease all dumb shit. Because that angel, that baby, that fetus that you're carrying has or should have priority over anything that has to do with that body. Because you are living for 2 and not 1. Maybe 3 if you're having twins. It all depends if you're having twins or triplets. I don't know. Only the Lord knows. So get your act together, ladies. So my message, I'm going to go on Single Dads and I'm going to give y'all some real life situations and see where it takes us from there. My message to I don't give a shit what age you is. If you had a period, you're capable of making a kid. That's a fact. If you are 9 years old and you have your period, you're capable of procreating. Fact. Hopefully, no. In today's time, there's no females in that category that's 9 years old and y'all out here fucking. Don't do that shit. Stay a kid. Take your time and grow the fuck up.
Yo, I was going to jail for beating my daughter the fuck up. Okay, like.
Take your time. Grow up. Because you're going to become an adult whether you like it or not. It's going to happen. So there's no rush to be doing the adult thing. Let adults do the having sex because we know what we doing. Your ass don't know what you're doing. You don't. Be a kid. Take your time. Don't rush to become an adult woman. Not yet. You have a lot of learning to do. Take your time. That's for the 9 to 13-year-old. Now, let's take the next age group of women. 14 to 17. Your little asses, maybe 19. Your little asses are the ones I see getting off the freaking bus, and here you is popping your kid upside their head or slapping them or you walking way ahead and your kid is back here. Anything can happen to your goddamn kid while you walking forward. How do you know somebody not gonna snatch your kid up? And you happen to turn around and your kid gone. Then what? You should have been paying the fucking attention, and you wasn't. Now you're scared. How you going to explain that to local authorities? Well, I was walking. Well, where was you walking? Well, my baby was back there. Well, where the hell was you? I was up there. Child neglect, dumbass. You should have been paying attention.
Word.
14 to 18, maybe 21. If you lay down and I don't give a shit what kind of dick you trying to conquer, drug dealer dick, six-figure dick, I don't give a shit, dick that hurt, whatever, and you end up pregnant, you need to find a strong female mother figure. So this woman, if your mom is not there for whatever reason, or grandma not there for whatever reason, or you don't respect your mom for whatever reason, or grandma has crossed over into the heavens, or your mother has crossed over to the heavens, and you maybe somewhere in your family, you have an auntie that can help and guide you on how to become a mother, a mom, because there is no textbook for being a mom. There used to be this old saying, Sprinkles, and you might agree with me that any female can become a mother because we have the ability to procreate, but it takes a hell of a woman to be a mom. That's the way I was raised. Any female can become a mother. That's true. But what can you do to become a mother to your child so that they can grow up to be productive individuals? Because guess what, ladies? Your children is a reflection of us. Yes. Your children is a reflection of you. Your children is a reflection of both parents and everybody that's involved into their child's life. But especially you, because your name is Mommy. You decided to be a mommy. So your children, however they come out, is a direct reflection of you. True enough, it may be some mommies on here that say, you know what? We can do all we can, Carol, to raise our children. But they take their own path, they take their own leadway, and I'm not going to have responsibility for that. I can agree with you with that to a certain extent, because I'm like this. If you see your child gearing off in left field, you better pull up on your child and get them into right field. Don't let your child dwindle off into left field and you stand by and you do nothing. And you come up with, I'm going to just let him do him. I'm going to just let her do her. Wrong answer, mommies. Grab hold of your child. One thing you don't want to do is lose your child to the fucking streets, because once you lose your child to the streets, it's hard to get them back.
You're not getting them back. It's over.
Yeah, it's hard to get your child back once you lose your kid to the streets. So, deadbeat moms in any of these categories, don't lose your child to the streets under no circumstances. Put your child before you, because that's what we do as mothers. Every mom is not perfect. That's not what I'm saying. There is no such thing as a perfect mom other than Mary. We know there's no such thing as I'm a perfect mother. None of us are. We can be good mothers. We can't be perfect mothers. We can't be excellent mothers. We can only give what's in here at 100% and do the best we can in raising our children.
Get out the street.
To include, if we see our child doing some wrong shit, correct it. Don't just let it go. Correct it. Bring that child back. If it was left up to me as an educator, kids would be in school for all 12 months. They would be in school 6 days out of a week for 8 hours a day. They'd be allowed to go to church, have 1 day off. Because there's nothing more powerful than education. There's nothing more powerful than knowledge. And we have a lot of lost kids out here who is missing out on knowledge. Why? Parents not involved in the kid's life. You're a deadbeat mom if you're not involved in your child's life. So now we're going to take the next age group. The mommies that are 25 up to 40s. Now, mothers, when you get to age 30 and you decide that you want to be a mom, you got your career life going, everything's going good, and now you are ready to have a child, you are considered high risk medically once you reach anywhere from 30 to 35. You're
Really?
considered a high risk. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and that's because our bodies biologically change as we age with the reproductive system. Okay, that's why they're considered, when a woman gets pregnant at 30, between 30 and 35, mainly 35, she's considered a high risk, and she's monitored closely to make sure that that baby make it into the world without anything going wrong with the baby. High risk.
Dang.
So you ladies that are in that age group, this is what I have to say to you. Because you decided to have an angel at a late stage in life for whatever reason, doesn't matter. And now you're ready to have a baby, you're ready to settle down. This is what I'm seeing in this age group. Not that it applies to every woman that has a baby in the 30s, 40s, or some 50s. This is what I have to say to you. You've made an informed, educated, thought about through decision.
Come on, let's go in the house.
A baby. Your decision. You may be one of the women that feel like, you know what? I got everything I want. All I want is a baby. I don't need the man. What the fuck is wrong with your ass?
I almost ran out of color.
What the hell is wrong with you? Let that man, if you lay down with him, let that man be a part of that child's life.
She probably already
Don't be one of those, oh, I'm a black, strong, independent woman. I don't need a man for jack shit. I'm going to have this baby without him. You know what? That's cool. But let that man be in that child's life. Simple as that. Because once again, if it's a boy, you can't teach that little boy how to be a man. And you're going to run across some situations where that little boy is going to come to you and he's going to want to have a talk. Be prepared on having that talk with that little boy when he start asking you questions or you start seeing things and you need the father figure in there. I'm going to give y'all an example. My son is watching this live stream, and what I'm about to say, he might have a reflection on it. When Badass was 11, what I didn't know was back then they could purchase condoms from the candy store. I didn't know. And one day, Badass at age 11 was buying condoms from the freaking candy store. I took him to the candy store because I asked him where'd he buy them from. Not a bad thing that he was buying condoms from the candy store. My thing is, how do you know where to stick it? How do you know how to put it on? How do you know that? Who showed you how to put on a condom at 11? Back then, I don't think there was a YouTube. So he couldn't say, oh, Mom, I learned how to put on a condom because I went on YouTube. No, I don't think YouTube was out back then. Was I go to the store and I asked the lady, she was Jamaican, she was Jamaican or Haitian. I said, listen, my son bought these condoms from the store. And the lady looked at me, she said, well, yeah, I did. I couldn't argue with the lady because if my son had common sense enough to go and purchase a condom, not saying that he knew where to stick it at exactly, but if he had the common sense enough to go and buy a condom, he had the common sense enough to know not to go in no pussy raw as fuck, so he don't catch shit. But once I left that store, I had a conversation with my son. And I had to keep it real with my son because now I had to have this adult conversation with him at 11 about sex. And my son will tell you, my mom kept it real with me. She didn't tell no fairy tales about the fucking birds and the bees. Fuck birds and the bees. This is how it happens. I kept it real with him. So when I say ladies, there will be situations where a male figure needs to be involved. Daddy needs to be involved. Let him be involved if he's willing to be involved. Don't keep that from him. Don't do that. Because if you do that, you need to be in a position to where whatever issue come up with your child, especially if it's a boy, you can handle it. If you're not ready to handle it, let that dad be in that kid's life. What I did was I called my son's dad. I like, listen, you need to have a talk with your son. It's time for you to have that talk with him. And I can say he probably did because he told me he did. I was good. Let's talk about single dads for a minute because we always talking about deadbeat dads. And tonight's topic was on deadbeat mom. Now I'm gonna say this: the law states, mommies, if you decide to like disappear on your kid, you take your kid over somebody's house, and they're supposed to be babysitting your kid, and you decide, you know what? I ain't picking my kid up. I'm just up and leave my kid with so-and-so, and your ass do an MIA, missing in action, because you don't want mommy responsibilities no damn more. This is what happened to you. By law, I believe it's called the Brady Amendment Act. It's the Brady Amendment something.
Turn it down.
What the law can do is wherever you are and you have a social security number, or they can use your driver's license number or any important information to track your ass down. You are still, once they find you, you are still going to be liable for child support. You are still going to be liable for child support. Now, here's the thing where I disagree with the law a little bit. When it comes to men being put in the court for child support, the judge don't give the brothers no chance. No chance. They are hard when it comes to the brothers in child support. Deadbeat dads, yeah, be hard on them. Be fucking hard on them. But when you have dads that's doing what they're supposed to do, and you have a mommy who want more money, and all she has to do is go to the court and say, you know what, I want a raise, like she's going into a job, asking for her employer, I want a raise.
Especially them welfare bitches. Sit your ass down. Get a job.
Exactly.
Been doing it for
And guess
myself for
what?
16 years.
And guess what? They end up getting a fucking raise, like they getting a raise on their job. No,
Yep.
don't do that, because you're being greedy. One of the deadly seven sins. Your ass is being greedy for more money. Why? All the money that he's paying now is not being put on that child. And it shows when you step your ass outside your house and you dress to impress, and your kid is not looking dressed to impress with your ass. So you're wrong. You're wrong.
That burns me up. I'll be
It
bumming
does.
it on a regular basis. My kids stay fly though. Haircuts, shoes, from top to bottom. My oldest son be
Exactly.
like, when you gonna buy you some clothes, Mom? Like, shit, every time I turn around, y'all need something. What you mean?
Exactly. And that's right. And that's the way it should be. Mommies, this is what happened. When it comes to a mother being put in child support court, this is what happens. And I'm going to say this. Some single dads can relate to what I'm about to say. The courts will give deadbeat moms a second chance. The courts, depending on what state it is, they will give deadbeat moms a second chance, a third chance. If she can't afford it, they'll make arrangements for her ass. And I know of a situation where a mom is a deadbeat mom and she gets an do this, an SSI SSD check. And we gotta do this, y'all, because somebody is in my live stream, and I'm hoping that I don't lose anybody when it happens. Okay. And what the courts did with her was, her thing was she can't afford to pay the child support that she was ordered to pay. The dad took her to court for child support, but because she gets government assistance, they gave her a second chance and a third chance. Now, what
Well, it's
if?
even worse. And, excuse
Yeah.
me, in certain states, if you're on disability, you don't have to pay child support.
How messed up is that?
That's real messed up. Niggas is gonna
How messed
pretend
up
like
is
they're
that?
retarded.
Because she still should be responsible for that child. Don't
Right.
let her get off on the leash like that. She don't have she should not have the right to be released for custody, or you out of visiting. My daughter came in, y'all. You want to say hi? Hi, everybody. You better not fall. Thank you. So what I'm saying is, if you fall into that category and you get some type of government assistance and baby daddy has custody of your kids, you should want to give money to help support your child. You should want to give money to buy food for the child, clothes for that child, shoes for that child, haircut for that child. That's the least you can do when you're receiving some type of government assistance. It is what it is. Single daddy. You have dads that are willing. Let's say your ass owes mommy, you deadbeat moms. Let's say they again. I gotta bring y'all back. I don't know what makes them think they got the right to be freaking calling me on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, they get on my goddamn nerve. Ladies, I'm gonna say this. If you owe 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, however much you owe back in child support, I'm talking to deadbeat moms, not deadbeat dads, but deadbeat moms. Deadbeat moms, if you owe back money in child support, You have daddies that are willing to dismiss the amount of money your ass owe for child support as long as you agree to be involved in your child or children's life. Take the goddamn opportunity. If he's willing to dismiss the money part because your ass can't or won't pay the child support, and he tells the courts, listen, I'll dismiss all her back money. All I want her to do is I want my child to know who his mother is. I want my child to know who her mother is. Do it. The hell wrong with your ass? He's giving you an opportunity to still have a connection as a mother, because you're not being a mom, so I can't say that. But he's still giving you the opportunity to be involved in your child's life as a mother by dismissing all your back child support payments and arrears, because arrears do come with the shit. Okay? If he puts that offer on the table, I suggest your low self-esteem ass take it and live by it, so that your child can get to know you, so that your children can get to know their mother, and maybe, just fucking maybe, you'll learn something on how to become the best mom you can be. Hopefully. Now, why would you want to do that? Because you want to be involved in your child's life. And this is what happens. What happens when your child grows up and you want to go to the high school graduation, and your child tells you, and this happened. What I'm about to tell y'all happened.
Turn it down.
The young lady I'm gonna go off. There y'all go. The young lady was living with her mother. She went to go live with her dad. And we're talking about different states here. Different states. She went to go live with her dad. And it wasn't like 5 states over. I think it's like 1 state or maybe 2 states over. And this year, this young lady graduated high school. Mom did not get an invitation to attend her daughter's graduation.
She was salty.
Yeah, she was. This happened this year. This school year. And it devastated and hurt that mom here really, really bad. That her daughter did not invite her to her graduation. She did not want her mom at her graduation. She invited her dad and the dad's girlfriend. Didn't invite her mom. Mom didn't get an invitation. The dad's girlfriend got the invitation.
She bought that.
Left that mom heartbroken. That broke that mother's heart really bad. To a point she went into depression. Mothers, I'm going to say this. That can happen to you. Don't think it can. Because it can. Get involved in your child or children's life, because here's the deal. They're going to grow up. Mm-hmm. They're going to grow up to be adults. They have to go through once in a lifetime events. That once in a lifetime event starts at a young age. 10th grade, they got South Hop, junior middle prime. 11th grade, junior prime. 12th grade, senior prime graduation. Those are once in a lifetime events for every child. You don't want to miss that because you can't get that back, and you definitely cannot repeat it. If that child decides to go to trade school, if that child decides to go to college, there's going to be a graduation if they're going to drop the fuck out.
This is all your
You want to be invited to the graduation.
little muffin at the bottom of the table.
If nothing else, have a relationship with your children. Have a relationship with your one child. If you only got one, be included somewhere in there. Be a better female and level the fuck up. Get to know your child. Be there for them emotionally, physically. Be a nurturing female, nurturing mother, and learn how to be a mom, because there's a difference. There's a hell of a difference between a mother and a mom.
Temperatures have sank, and if he moves, he'll wake up, and you know.
Got anything you want to add?
Well, hopscotch.
Nah, you killing it, Miss Carolyn. You killing the game. Like,
Okay.
I'm glad that I can
So-
say that out of my kids, I know that I'm going to be at 4 graduations. You feel me? I'm going
Yes.
to be at all of them. Like, I'm getting the first ticket. Even, like, I went through a spell of being in jail or whatever, so my kids was gone.
Right.
I almost missed my son's 8th grade graduation, okay? I got there the
I'm
day
glad
before.
you didn't. Right.
No, I didn't. But
I'm
it
glad-
was just, it's just the principles. Like, you absolutely right. Like, I would have died if I wouldn't have made that milestone in his life. Like, from being in jail, like I already missed like his whole entire sports career of 8th grade. And because he was so
Okay.
stressed out, he took all of it out on his sports. Like, he had the best year in sports ever in 8th grade, and I did not get to see not one bit of it.
Oh, wow.
So that killed me. However, he always tell me, he was like, it's all good. He was like, I knew you'd be back. Like, I ain't tripping. So like, he's still doing his thing. I got to graduate. My first high school graduation will be in 2 years. So
Okay.
you're on the right track for that. I still got a long time for my other kids to graduate, but I plan on being there front and center because it ain't no love like a mother's love, like none whatsoever. Especially a mom and a son, or a dad and a
Right.
daughter. Like,
Yes.
ain't nothing like it.
Absolutely.
Like, it's a 2-person job for a reason, you know.
Right.
Like, boys need their dads to learn how to be a man. Girls need their dads to know what kind of man to choose or not to choose. So,
right. Exactly.
and the same, like,
Exactly.
boys need their mom so that they can learn how to treat a woman, how to be respectful, and to know how to learn how to care for themselves, basically. And girls
Yes.
need their moms because, hell, my dad couldn't teach me about my period.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's a 2-person job. Sometimes we gotta do it alone, and like, I thank God for the positive male influences that my son had in his life. So
Right.
some of us are blessed. Like, it's definitely a hard job. It's definitely a hard job, but just because it's hard, don't mean you're supposed to stop.
Levine
That's what I
says,
feel.
Levine says to you, don't feel bad because you are there now. She's talking to
Always.
you, Twinkles. Yeah, she says, don't feel bad because you are there now.
Most definitely.
So you have no reason to feel bad because you're doing and you stepped up and you're not going to miss anymore.
I couldn't see my grandmom having it no other way. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I,
Absolutely.
I live on that. Like, I come from a long line of strong Black women. I'm not allowed to be weak.
Right. Absolutely. I want to take the time out to thank Twinkles for coming into my live stream and participating in the live stream. And I would like to take the time out to thank everybody that is watching my live stream. And I don't want y'all to go nowhere yet because there's something I want to tell y'all, but I want to give out the thanks that I always do at the end of my live streams. I want to thank Levine, Willie, Twinkles, Mark, Fillmore, Badass, Quincy, Layla, Over, Ronald, Ochuku from Nigeria, Ricardo, Sador, Jubilee, Badass, Isaiah, Rasheen, thank you for tuning in. Edward for participation. Jocelyn, Ronnie, Ardell, Clinton, Loretta, and Fabian. Thank you all for tuning in. I want y'all to tune in next week because I will be talking about, you think that your information is personal. Every time you get on the computer, every time you use your smartphone, every time you use your tablet and you go on a search, you are being tracked. Your personal information is not so personal as you think it is. So I will be talking about how search engines are tracking and using your personal information, and I will be explaining how the coding system works. A lot of people don't know about the coding system. You may have seen some advertisements about, hot flashing again. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on, because I feel it. If you see me shine, I'm hot flashing. You may have seen some ads out about coding in schools, enrollment. I'm going to tell you a part, not everything, but I'm going to give you enough information on how to keep your information private. And I'm going to give you some different companies that are using your information to track you down. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say that you go online and you are searching for that you search for online.
Fillmore Butts be searching for porn.
Which is all right. Now, like my daughter just gave me an example. She goes online and she searched for, and she gave me an example, Michael Kors. Is those are pocketbooks or coats? Okay, Michael Kors sell pocketbooks and coats. Once she go online and she's searching for Michael Kors pocketbooks or coats, she just gave up a lot of information based on that search. Because based on that one search, she gave a lot of information. And this is what happens. She'll start getting ads that's targeted for Michael Kors bags and coats. She didn't ask for that shit, but she's starting to get the ads. And they come up in your search bar. And a lot of times you hitting the X's to clock out of it. That's the tracking system. They're tracking you by what you're searching for on the internet. And I'm going to share with you next week on how to stop that from happening, because there are 7 million top websites that is tracked. And trust me, if there's 7 million top websites, we're using them because we're going on them, and our information, what we buy and how we buy it, is being tracked. So I will be talking about that next Thursday. So tune in next Thursday for that information. But also, I need y'all to do this, because I'm on a radio station every Monday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I need y'all to go to your app store, download Live and Direct Marketplace, and click on Sador Radio. There, I'm a house. I like house music. So there, you can listen to house music, and you can listen to my hot topics, because last Monday I did a special on mental illness, because we all got a little bit of crazy in us, but I got deep into the mental illness. So tune in on Monday night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm on Sador Radio on the internet. You can watch me with your tablet, your smartphone, your computer. Download the Live and Direct Marketplace out your Play Store. Black icon with right writing. Click, once you do it, click on Sador Radio. I'm on 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's my time, though. I like to say thank you, Twinkles, for tuning in.
Thank you for having
everybody for tuning into my live stream. And I will see y'all next Thursday right here on the Women's Closet TV show. And I told you what the topic is, and tune in with me. And I'm going to put this out there. I already put it out there for Monday's topic on the radio show. Monday's topic on the radio show is social status and MYOB. MYOB means mind your own business. So Monday, I'm going to be talking about social status and classes and the differences and how to mind your own business and some more hot stuff that goes along with the social status. Okay? So take care, everybody. Stay blessed up. Twinkles, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Take care, everybody. Stay blessed up. Bye-bye.